Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best electric kettles for tea in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 11. Dualit Architect Kettle. The Dualit Architect Kettle features an iconic design which some will buy for that reason alone. With its stainless steel body, horizontal spout, large flip-top lid and interchangeable panels, it can suit pretty much any kitchen. The panels are one of the reasons for its popularity. There are several colorways you can buy and change yourself with just a screwdriver, so you can switch over whenever you feel like it. It's very easy to use as well, with a filter which is quick to fit, and a responsive, large lid which is easy to fill through. However, you can't fill through the spout, so bear that in mind if you're lazy. It's also quite a high-maintenance kettle, as the body shows fingerprints easily. The performance didn't quite reflect the design. It was slow to boil, taking 2 minutes and 35 seconds for 1 liter of water, and the external casing grew dangerously hot in the process, reaching 91.3 C. It also needed 0.125 kilowatt-hours of energy on average to boil the same amount, which was the highest power consumption we saw. However, it didn't spit or leak at full capacity and kept the water well insulated despite lacking a keep warm setting. The temperature was still 72.3 C after a whole hour. While it might not be the strongest performer, or the most practical design, something about the Dualit Architect Kettle makes it stand out from the crowd. It definitely delivers on aesthetics. The Dualit Architect Kettle has a minimum capacity of 250 milliliters and a maximum capacity of 1.5 liters. That means it can boil enough water for 1 to 6 cups at once. It's a good minimum capacity from a sustainable perspective, but there are larger capacities available. For instance, our winning kettle, the Bosch Sky Kettle, can hold up to 1.7 liters. Despite this smaller capacity, looking at it, it doesn't appear particularly compact, measuring 9.5 by 8.7 by 5.5 inches. It weighs 2.36 pounds when empty and 5.73 pounds when full, which is average compared with the others we tested. Number 10. Amazon Basics Stainless Steel Kettle. This basic kettle doesn't offer the kind of sleek style that will please design lovers, but it's functional and inexpensive, so if these things are at the top of your priority list, then it's worth considering. The large 57-ounce 1.7-liter capacity will give you enough boiling water to make several hot drinks in one go. Plus there's a water gauge so you can easily check whether it needs topping up before you switch it on. Reviewers like that even when full. This kettle comes to a boil in around 7 minutes, then switches off automatically. They also love the sturdy stainless steel design, but not that the exterior gets hot to the touch. However, the heat-proof plastic handle is safe to grip even when it's full of boiling water. It might be a no-frills kettle, but it gets the job done and it's a great price too. Number 9. Hamilton Beach Electric Tea Kettle. It might be one of the least expensive kettles on our list, but the Hamilton Beach Electric Kettle has a small 34 ounces 1 liter capacity, so it won't suit large households or people looking for a kettle that will fill a large French press. Having said that, the small capacity means this kettle is also small in size, which makes it the ideal choice for a single person or for a dorm room or RV. However, this kettle isn't lacking in safety features. With auto shut-off and boil-dry protection, you can rest assured that it'll switch itself off once boiled or if it boils dry. The 21-ounce 0.6-liter minimum fill level does mean you might have to boil more water than you need though. Reviewers like the small size and speed of boiling, but note that the exterior gets hot. Number 8. Chefman 1.8-liter Electric Glass Kettle. Calling all tea connoisseurs, this kettle lets you brew your favorite loose leaf tea right in the kettle. Simply fill the infuser with your tea leaves, switch it on and watch it brew through the glass. It's an inexpensive kettle that offers a lot considering the price. There are 5 temperatures to choose from, ranging between 175 to 12 of, which means as well as brewing tea in the kettle, you can make sure you do it at the perfect temperature. Users love the LED lights that illuminate the whole kettle during boiling, and each temperature setting has a different color of light, so with just a quick glance you can tell which temperature it's set to. The large capacity is enough for several cups of tea, and when the loose tea has brewed to your liking, just remove the diffuser so it doesn't overbrew. Likewise, if you're not using it to make tea, leave the diffuser out. Number 7. Smeg electric kettle. With its retro shape, this 50s-inspired Smeg kettle is definitely a showstopper, and with 11 amazing colors to choose from, there's definitely an option that will suit most kitchens. The colors include standard safe options like black, white and cream, as well as pastel green, pink and blue, and even gold or rose gold. For the more adventurous, there's even a Dolce & Gabbana patterned version of this kettle. Reviewers particularly love the style and shape of this kettle, but there's no denying that it's expensive for an appliance that just boils water. The 57-ounce 1.7-liter capacity means you'll be able to boil enough water for several hot drinks or a large French press, all with a flick of the cute ball switch. There's a handy water gauge behind the handle that lets you check how much water is inside. The stainless steel construction gives this kettle a reassuringly durable quality, but the outside does get hot to the touch, which is an important safety consideration. Number 6. KitchenAid electric kettle. KitchenAid is one of those trusted American brands that you can rely on to produce excellent quality appliances. There's always a great selection of colors to choose from as well, and this kettle is no exception. It comes in 5 colors that you can coordinate with other KitchenAid appliances. The 42-ounce 1.25-liter capacity is big enough for most people's needs, but it's not the biggest capacity kettle available. Reviewers like the traditional style of the kettle and the sturdy metal construction, but they noted that the outside of the kettle gets hot to the touch. However, you can rest assured that despite the metal construction, the handle stays cool. If you're just looking for a bog-standard electric kettle, and you don't need variable temperature control, then this KitchenAid kettle should fit the bill. Number 5. Fellow Stagg Gooseneck kettle. The simple aesthetic and multiple color options make this kettle the perfect choice for lovers of sleek and contemporary design. But it's not all form over function though. The Gooseneck spout is designed for precision pouring, making it the ideal electric kettle for pour-over coffee aficionados. It's packed with features, and reviewers love the keep warm setting, which will maintain a set water temperature for up to an hour. The easy dial control allows you to set the kettle to heat the water to any temperature between 135 to 212 of giving the most precise temperature control of all the kettles on this list. The LCD display on the base shows the real-time temperature inside the kettle as it heats, and once you've poured the hot water over your coffee or tea bag, the built-in brew stopwatch gives you a quick and convenient way of timing your brew or extraction. What more could you want from a kettle? Number 4. Breville. The smart kettle. Luxe premium appliance brand Breville has a reputation for making high-quality kitchen appliances with a sleek stainless steel finish, and this kettle is no exception. It's the most expensive kettle on our list, but it has plenty of features, and reviewers praise the sturdy build quality. The large capacity is ample for making hot drinks for the whole family, and the 20-minute keep warm function means the water will still be hot when it's time for a top-up. Tea lovers can choose the perfect brewing temperature at the touch of a button, with options for green tea, white tea, oolong, and black tea. There's also a coffee button, so you can heat water to the perfect temperature for pour-over coffee. With all these hot drink options, the kettle is sure to keep everyone in the house happy. Number 3. Bodum Bistro electric water kettle. Budget kettles aren't always good looking, they're usually functional and basic, but with the Bodum Bistro kettle you can choose from 3 colors to coordinate the kettle with other appliances in your kitchen. Truly, no one will guess that you've spent less than $25 on this electric kettle. The 34-ounce 1-liter capacity is on the smaller side, so if you're looking for a kettle to fill a large French press, this probably won't fit the bill. The markings on the outside of the kettle show that it can boil 8 cups of water, but it's really only enough to fill around 4 standard mugs. However, it's great for smaller households or people who just want to make 1 cup of tea at a time. Number 2. Zwilling Enfinigy Cool Touch electric kettle. If you didn't know better, you'd think this electric kettle was just a black pitcher sitting on the kitchen counter. It has a streamlined, uncluttered appearance and doesn't look like an appliance at all. Reviewers love that there's no plastic inside the kettle, as well as the fact that the outside stays cool to the touch. This is due to the double wall construction that not only keeps the outside cool, but insulates the kettle, keeping the water inside hotter for longer. It doesn't have a water gauge, so you can't check how much water is inside, but the flip-top lid opens easily and there are markings inside to indicate different fill levels, including the maximum. Sadly, it's only available in black or silver, which won't suit everyone, but it's easy to use and boils water as expected. Number 1. Cuisinart PerfecTemp Cordless Electric Kettle with 6 different temperature settings. The Cuisinart PerfecTemp Cordless Electric Kettle lets tea lovers heat water to the optimal temperature for a variety of teas, choosing between delicate, green, white, oolong and black settings. And if you're not content with just tea, you'll love the French press setting, which delivers the perfect water temperature to brew coffee in your French press. If you engage the 30-minute keep warm function, when it's time for your second cup the water will still be at the perfect temperature, great for refilling your mug during a Zoom call. It's not the cheapest kettle in our list, but the features and large capacity make it a versatile choice, and tea geeks will love the variety of temperature options.